Last we left off, you wander deeper into the creeping fog that is the ruins of Berez, stumbling upon Morgantha and her sisters, and after a short battle, Babalasaga dispatched the remaining two for disturbing the baby's slumber. She invited you in, despite the fact that she was still in the middle of a bloodbath. Seeing the glowing green gem below the floorboards of the shack, Radovan tried to sneak in as a rat to steal the gem. But Babalasaga was alerted of the betrayal when the tree defended itself against the intruder. We resume mid-combat, where Babalasaga was slain by Temperance, and the enchanted hill giant skull came crashing down to the ground. Lasaga's corpse now animates into that of a zombie, and the tree is still stomping through the swamp, trying to fend off the intruders. We resume at the top of the order with Anderson.
All right. So, yeah, I'm just gonna take a few swipes at this thing. I think I still have. I believe last time I used Crimson Rites, so that should be up. Yeah, flavor wise, he's just trying to cut into as much to one leg as much as possible, so that it'll topple over.
Okay.
But pretty much I'm just going in for some strikes.
Yeah, seeing the large root, the foot of this creeping hut next to you, you're just digging in at the weakest point that you can see.
18 to hit.
18 hits.
All right, so 7 slashing with 6 lightning. Attack numero dos.
Okay. 26
I hope.
definitely hits.
Yeah, I hope that hits. All right, and bonus action attack.
Yeah. Keep the damage rolling.
Yes,
Another
sir.
3 lightning. Awesome. Yeah, just all 3 attacks. Just this large root extending into the ground as its foot is moving. You're just tearing into it, chunking off the earthen texture of that root, just flying into the mud. Do you do anything with your movement?
I don't want the A up, so no, I'm good.
Alrighty. Honora.
Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna second wind.
Okay.
Ouch. Oh god.
Oof.
Lowest possible roll. Still helps.
Oof.
So this bonus action, second wind, and then I'm gonna limp over to here because it's attacking my brother, but I'm pretty hurt.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to attack it.
Okay. I'm going to say that even though you're passing by a now animating Babalasaga, I'm going to say that it's going to take the entirety of until it becomes her turn again before she has the, her head on a swivel, being able to do anything, right? She has at least one round of death. So, okay, yeah, go ahead. Make your attacks.
14?
I believe a 14 does hit the Scarecrow, yes.
Okay. 7 piercing?
Okay. Yeah, as you stab through, you realize that just puncturing right through the burlap cloth and into the straw that's inside, you feel like it's not really doing a whole lot to it.
Yeah, but I'm angry and I'm hurt, so I'm gonna keep swiping at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So another 10.
Is that rapier silvered?
It is.
Does that help with the damage?
I think it's still considered piercing damage, which is where the
So
I
it's
guess
not just
okay.
non-magical.
Yeah, you're right. It is from non-magical attacks. You're right. If it is silver, that should work then. So +7 or -7, and then now -10. Yeah, as you stab through again for the second time, finding the weak center post, just splintering it in half as the Scarecrow topples to the ground.
Okay. Peyton, are you okay?
I'm hanging in there.
Okay, that's my turn.
Alrighty. I do not believe there are any scarecrows left out there, so now it is Baba Lasaga's turn. As the now
zombie.
Yeah, Babala zombie, absolutely. As the now animated corpse kind of standing up using half her movement to return from prone, just looking around, seeing Honora closest by, she is going to take 5 feet of movement and is going to slam. 14, I imagine, misses. Yeah, and zombie does not have multi-attack. So that ends the zombie's turn. It is now Panton's turn. Panton.
All right.
What do you do?
Well, I need to look up a quick conversion because I did not write it down. Sorcerer. Oh. But the intention is to turn a first level spell slot into sorcerer points.
It's one sorcery point. You can expend 1 spell slot and gain the number of sorcery points equal to the slot's level.
So then, features. So I'm gonna turn. I'm going to turn a first level spell slot into sorcery points.
Okay.
And then I'm going to twin a second level chromatic orb.
Okay.
And I'm going to twin it.
Who are your targets? The only 2 that are up on the battle map?
Saga and the house.
Okie dokie. And I imagine this is going to be frost damage? Cold damage?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So here comes the first one.
Directed at who?
Baba Saga.
Okay. With the zombie stats, that hits 15 points of cold damage.
Okay. And the second one is at the house.
16 just hits for 26 points
There you go.
of cold damage. Yeah, splitting on. Go ahead.
That one says 3rd level, not 2nd level.
Oh, God. I am so sorry about that. Can you drop off the
Last 8.
The
call.
one? Yeah, I'll be fine with that. Yeah, I'll be fine. That's fine.
All right.
I doubt that's going to make or break this combat encounter.
Just make sure. I'll re-roll it.
Nope, you're fine. Do you do anything with your movement?
Well, first of all, before I make my movement, let me throw that bad boy out there. Oh!
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh. We're starting off this session.
Thanks for getting that out of the way.
Let's go.
God.
Let's fucking go.
Give me a D100.
Oh my God.
I'm really far away from him, right?
You're in the tree getting
Ooh.
pummeled to death.
No. I'm about to save the day.
Panton becomes God?
I hope.
That's not how wild magic works.
Yeah.
You know,
Wait,
I
I
like
thought we
to
were gonna
think.
kill a god tonight.
We can hope. Oh shit. I love you guys. Love you so much, Honora.
Alrighty. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a no-brainer answer, but choose one, and I want no input from the rest of the crowd.
Gonna mute myself now.
You cast Fireball on yourself as a 1st level spell, or you cast Fireball on yourself as a 6th level spell.
Can you say that again, please? I'm sorry.
So either way, you're casting Fireball on yourself. You can either cast it as a 1st level spell or a 6th level spell.
Well, I mean, let's throw a 6th level spell. I'm kidding.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 1st level spell slot on me. Jesus Christ.
That was the wrong answer, actually, sir.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the only reason why you would ever want that is if you were all by yourself and had, like, a,
Surrounded by enemies and
Yeah.
like a sacrificial
No, it's
thing.
gonna be
yeah.
a first level spell slot.
All right,
Jesus
go
Christ.
ahead and give me, what is that, 8d6, and a 30, was that 30 foot?
It's interesting because Fireball is a 3rd level spell.
Wait, that's hitting, like all of us except for Radavan.
I think it meant, like, as I don't know if you can downrank it. I think it means 3rd level. But
Okay.
yeah, the Wild Magic Surge
So,
is weird.
8d6.
Yes.
Here we go.
All right, deck save.
Love y'all.
So that's everybody, yeah. What's your spell save DC? 17?
18.
Spell is 18.
Gonna use my reaction to shield. Master this one. Actually, I don't think it matters because it adds 2. Shit, it only adds 2.
Fuck off. This is a
Oh.
terrible
You
roll.
can add your shield's AC bonus to any deck saving throw you make against it. Oh, never mind. Effects that only targets me. So never mind. Won't use my reaction. Fun.
That's fireball, you said?
Yes.
What's the radius on that?
30 feet.
30.
30 feet, so it's everybody but Radovan.
Yeah. I mean, even the house, too.
Yeah, the house
Yeah.
still is. Okay, deck save. They rolled a 0.
Do I need to make a dex save?
Did you...
Yes.
What's that 31? Was that somebody... 1, 2... That's the 8d6 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, 31 damage.
Oh my god,
Oh,
I'm
so
gonna use.
close.
I am going to use chaos.
Oh,
Can I roll chaos?
What do you mean, roll chaos?
My whatchamacallit?
Your Tides of Chaos to
yes,
roll with
that one.
advantage? Yeah, I'll allow
Yes.
it. Does it take a bonus action or anything to do it? Because you already used the bonus action this turn to convert your sorcery points.
No, I think that's
Tides of
something you
chaos.
just do.
nice, John.
Nope. It's just.
It's just you
gain
can use it?
advantage on one
Okay.
attack
Then yeah,
roll,
I'll say-
ability check or saving throw.
You can do that.
Oh my god.
Don't forget the zombie.
Honora, so Honora failed.
Yep.
Oh yes, I will have to roll for the zombie deck save.
Mm.
Okay, so she failed. Okay, who passed? Temperance did not pass.
Anderson
At
did.
one point.
A 23, I'm assuming passes on my DC, so.
Yep. How I'm gonna flavor it as this wild magic surge is bellowing forth from inside of you and coming out. This fireball is more like a weird phoenix eruption where the entire outside of your body is just kind of coated in this flame that just expels outward, rendering you invulnerable. Wait, you still suffered half damage, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Suffered half damage, so you get the licks of the flames on the outside of your body as the wave just rolls forth, hurting almost everything in its path. The zombie of Babala Saga burns. You can see its hands, the age of it withering down to nothing as it falls over, dead. Your sister right next to you, you're unconscious, right, Honora? Falls unconscious. And that's the last thing that you see for just a moment. Your vision blackens as you get lightheaded and you're looking around trying to figure out what the hell just happened. You're not blind, that was just flavor. But that ends your turn
At
unless
that
you
point,
use
I'm gonna-
movement.
I'm gonna move movement. You
Okay.
use movement, and I'm getting the hell away from everybody.
Okay.
So right there, that ends my turn.
You only move half speed, remember, because this is difficult
Oh,
terrain.
God
So
damn
you
it,
only get
yeah.
about that far. But yeah, as you're wandering, stumbling through the mud and the slosh of the sludge underneath of your feet, and you're just looking around at the damage, the destruction that you had just caused to your friends, your allies, as well as the
sister.
foes. Yeah, Radovan, it's your turn.
Shit. Okay.
Last you left off, you were headed back in, just crawling underneath the floorboards to try to get the gem, I believe.
Yes.
You use your movement to get down from the roof and into it, I believe it was.
I will cast Healing Spirit as a bonus action
Okay.
at 4th level.
Ooh.
12 hit points. Huzzah.
Okay. And isn't that something that is placed on the ground and it affects the people that come into it? Isn't that...
Yes, I was hoping that it would do that. Okay, it's...
I mean, it affects you, I think, if you're standing in it when you cast it. But I was...
But it stays, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it stays there, and then I can move it as a bonus action later.
Okay. On the next turn, you can move it as a bonus action. Okay. Alrighty.
Okay.
So that was your action?
That was my bonus action.
Oh, that was your bonus action. Okay, yep.
Yes.
So you still
And
have your
then
action
I
and your
will-
movement?
Those rolls are okay. I will move towards the crystal, and
Okay.
I don't have any wild shape left, so I can't be that strong. But
Yeah.
I'll try to use my inspiration to wrench the crystal. Roll with advantage.
Okay.
Strength
Yep.
check.
Yep. A 16 will do it.
Oh,
As
goodness.
you're pulling, and you can feel the roots inside of it clenching tighter and tighter as you're trying to pull this fist-sized green gem from within, and at the last second you just break it free. In the tree, in the hut, slowly begins to fall one leg at a time. Anderson, you're on the outside, but you feel the debris of the swamp splash up into you as it comes crashing down in front of you.
I feel like Harry Potter with the snitch as it comes down.
Do I need to make a save for that?
No, I won't make you make a save for that.
Okay.
But combat is officially over. Honora, go ahead and give me a... I'll say even though combat's over, I'll give Temperance and Anderson an action worth of economy before we break it out a little bit. What do you Anderson, I think nope, Temperance, you're next.
Yeah, I mean, with the tree down, I think Temperance is just gonna approach Honora to check in on her.
You're
She just
extremely
kinda
hurt
saw her
yourself,
fall.
right?
Yeah, but there's not much Temperance can do about that until the healing spirit comes a little closer.
Okay. Okay, so you get a little closer to Honora laying on the ground. The hut now fully motionless. Radovan, from inside, you feel the roots starting to disintegrate almost, rapidly decaying now that the gem has been removed, and the hut is starting to loose itself from within the roots, the structure, and is kind of toppling. You're free from any sort of harm, but keeping in mind that all of this is going on around you. Anderson, what do you do on your turn?
God, I'm trying to remember. I think because I don't have a healing potion, but I think Honora does, if I remember correctly. So Anderson's gonna make his way next to Honora, and
Okay.
first off, just see if she has a healing potion.
Yeah, rummaging through our packs. Go ahead and make a perception check. Honora, do you have one? Okay. As
Can
Honora
it just be, like,
lays,
my action
yeah.
to get it.
So, yeah, as Honora's laying, laying on her back, eyes kind of closed, motionless, the satchel that she was wearing on her back kind of draped into the mud. As you're searching, digging in there, looking for that vial, it is taking... You'll be able to find it, but she's going to need to make a death saving throw before you're able to administer it next turn. It is now Lenore's turn, so go ahead and make a death saving throw. Okay. Panton, as you see everybody kind of gathering around your sister, and you're about 15-20 feet away, kind of stumbling off into the other direction. What do you do?
I'm going to run to Honora and grab the potion of superior healing that Arnold gave me,
Okay.
and I'm going to cram it down her throat.
Okay. Seeing Anderson getting ready to administer the potion, running up there and just kind of giving him this, like, get out of the way, I'll do this, and administering the potion, go ahead and roll for...
And what is it? It is 8d4 plus 8. So... Oh, fuck off, you. Thought I hit it right, but... Oh, 1 second.
No, you're good. What are the rest of you doing during this time as he's administering this potion?
I've got it. I've got it. You did it. You defeated her.
Seeming that the rest of the people, as you're stepping out, kind of oblivious to the damage that had gone on outside, you see everybody kind of huddled around an unconscious Honora.
Oh no. I will send my healing spirit towards her.
Okay. And as Panton is pouring the potion into her mouth, you can regain 20 hit points, as well as the you can go ahead and roll for the healing spirit as well. 14, so 34 total hit points.
Oh god. I'll be okay. I'll be okay.
Yeah, you better. I mean,
What in the good
why
goddamn
did
was
you
that?
jump on that skull? Why did you do that?
Because she had to be stopped. She was gonna get away.
We could have done something else. Oh my god, Honora. Why do you feel the need to play the hero all the time?
Play
But we
the hero.
did it.
You are heroes.
But we did it. We stopped her.
I don't even know why we bothered stealing that thing. Seems like it belongs here.
In this dead wasteland?
I wouldn't call it a wasteland. It's... The whole place is a wasteland, but...
It could be better used killing Strahd.
I suppose
that
so.
is what we're talking about right there. We need to defeat Strahd, and...
Either way, Anderson lifts up. You can see a burnt chunk of his arm. He turns to Town Prince. This you. Referencing the fireball.
I think.
For once, no.
I think you would have recognized the the spectacle that was Panton as the wild magic surge took him, you would have recognized that it came from him.
Well, he was facing the tree.
Yeah, that's why Anderson.
That is true.
Temperance probably saw
Yeah.
it. And
Okay.
I know I saw
Yeah.
it,
That makes sense.
Yeah, but Anderson was too focused trying to take down
Okay.
that leg.
but yeah.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I feel like
Makes
it's
sense.
a valid question.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, luckily this time that one was not me. Sorry.
And who the hell did that?
I'm sorry. It was me.
I'm gonna sit
And
up pretty roughly and go, the
see-
Ravens! Oh my god, are the Ravens okay? And I'll try to stand up.
And you'll see me cover my face. It was like, it was me. It was me, and I'm sorry. And then I will run off south.
Wait,
Let him go.
Two of you get at least, well, three of you potentially, but if Panton runs away, he'll miss out. I get 3 more effects of the healing spirit before it goes out. So
Okay.
somebody gets, we'll say, Anderson, you get 12.
No, Anderson does not need it. Trust me.
I'll take
Alright,
more
10.
if you want.
I'll
I'll
take
give
the
my-
10.
Okay, then I'll give myself 1 more then too.
Alright.
Panton running away
you.
to the south, you eventually get back to the river that you had just come from a few moments ago, a little bit further down, and you can hear the rushing of the water. It's loud. The pleas of your friends telling you to come back for just a moment, drowned by the noise around you.
Stupid. I hurt everybody all the time. Why? Why does this happen to me all the time? I try to help them. And I'll sit down by the riverbed.
Okay.
shouldn't someone go after him?
He just needs a minute. He'll come around. This is not the first time.
I don't
just-
want to hurt anybody anymore.
Even though the threat seems to be taken care of, that doesn't mean this place isn't still dangerous.
I know. Just let's take care of the Ravens, and then we'll check on him. Just give him a minute.
Sorry. I'm sorry for everybody. I'm sorry for hurting everybody. I don't want to hurt anyone anymore. I've done this before. I don't want to do this again.
John.
Poor Phantom.
Fuck, guys. God damn it.
Ran his moment.
John.
You're not supposed to get all of the teasing.
God damn it, John.
Sorry.
You're killing my mood here.
It has probiotics in it.
Uh-huh.
Very healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, recycled probiotics. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
No.
No, you're
At
good.
this point, it's just Panton's just down by the river beating himself up right now while we're talking about Temperance
Temperance's
drinking
tea.
urine.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
fantastic.
So yeah, I like to check on the Ravens. I don't know if I can reach them, but one of the tall people I can probably convince to open
Yeah.
the cages.
Yeah, now that it's sunken back down, the actual shack portion of the house now fallen backwards, slunk down into the mud, the roots now decaying. Kind of having to climb up a little bit on top of the now what feel like soft, mushy roots. You get up. It is still locked, unfortunately. You'll have to find a
on
means.
the cages?
Yeah. They were locked before, and she had smacked it with a stone, and it didn't quite break it open.
Yeah,
What are
Anderson-
the cages made out of?
An iron cage.
Does it look bendable?
With a pretty high DC strength check if you wanted to try.
I mean, I've
Sure.
got that Hill Giant strength belt. I can give it a try.
Yeah.
Is that going to be athletics?
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, 20 will do it. As you step up to it and you find what appear to be the weaker bars, you can see that they've already been bent a little bit, and you get in there and you just pull, and you can see you don't like stretch it out like crazy, but it makes it just enough to where they can hop up and through, and immediately as the one cage is opened, the birds inside take flight, cawing, not even stopping to caw thank you in return, just birds of nature.
They caw no cause of thank you.
You
I'm
can
sure
tell.
they're grateful for your assistance, nonetheless.
Well, better they're out there than in the cage.
Leaving them here would just be leaving them to die.
Let me just get the hell out of here, please.
There might be something valuable yet in the hut. She valued that doll quite a bit. I don't know if
I'm
there's
I'm a little bit worried that if we leave anything behind, that we're just leaving it for our enemies to gather.
Well,
you have
be my
other
guess.
enemies that would come here.
I don't know. I don't know. Strahd's been... He's our main enemy, and if there's anything in here that could aid him, I don't want him to have it. She seemed to think she had a relationship with him.
Right, think that she had a relationship with him.
She could have been ravings of a mad woman.
Well, she seemed pretty convinced she was, that's for sure.
Doesn't seem like he had that much concern for her.
We left her here in the bog, yeah.
Well, to be honest, I don't think Strahd really cares for anyone. Not truly.
So...
There's probably something valuable in the chest there, but it's trapped. I can try to break it. It was an arcane trap, right?
Yes.
When I detected yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll try dispel magic on it.
Oh, you guys do a thorough check. I'm gonna go check on Panton.
Good idea.
Yeah.
As you walk up, knowing from the past there is a magical aura surrounding this particular box, you can feel it humming, resonating into the air, and as you get close enough, you dispel magic and you can feel it silence. Confident that whatever magical effect was there has now been dispelled.
Oh, it
Well?
might still need a key.
Can I search around this the building for like a key, see if I can find anything?
Looking at the box, it just seems to be... It doesn't have like a padlock or anything on it. It just seems to be that there's a handle that just kind of turns and allows you to pull the latch up and over top of it. More like a built-in hand lock, but the glyph of warding was what was actually keeping it safe.
While he does that, I'll inspect the remains.
Okay.
I mean, I understand what a volunteer to just open up the chest at that point. Then.
Okay.
Yeah, Temperance has no fear of opening the chest. Raid an old woman's house.
As you open up the chest, the first thing that catches your eye is a massive amount of gold littering the bottom of the chest. And as you pick up that first piece, looking at it, you realize that this is gold from your homeland. This isn't the same gold from that has the familiar Strahd visage that a lot of the coins used. You also see 4 gemstones, 3 of them smaller, but still large. A black onyx, an opal, and a ruby. The 4th gem, a large gem, a diamond. You also see, kind of tucked in right beside those gems, a book of some sort. A leather book, nothing of note on the outside, just kind of wrapped in a leather twine. You see
And
a
can I try to
vial.
open up the book?
Yeah. As you
Temperance
just
is gonna
kind of
peer over your shoulder for
take
that.
the book and you unwrap the leather cord over top of it and flip it open, you can see that it's a diary talking about the time back from when Strahd was born, the affair that she had talked about, how she was kicked out of the house by Strahd's mother, her biological mother, Ravenovia. Talks about coming back into Barovia after it had been cursed away from this plane after he had made the Dark Pact. Talked about her means for gaining power to still be able to stay strong and protect Strahd in sorts. Be useful to him. You flip towards the end of the book and you see, "My darling child is cursed. Though invincible on the battlefield and a foe to be feared, he could not fend his heart from the darkness that crept inside. I must protect him and gain powers myself to find the cure to what ails him so." Reading further, you see, "I fear for the man he has become, but he is still my boy. I will defend and honor his legacy until my last breath. There must be a way to release his soul from this eternal torment." And one of the last paragraphs that you read, "The answer is death. Many have tried and none have succeeded. It could never be by my hand, but if he was to die, then by my hand he could resurrect anew. The boy I love, maybe the towns could come to love this boy as I had. If they only knew the real Strahd von Zarovich." And as you peer back down to the chest, you see the scrawlings of a madwoman, but clear to read. A scroll of true resurrection. Continuing through the chest, you also see a set of pipes. Small, like a little pan flute looking thing. And a stone. The shape of a cat's head. An emerald kind of poking into the eye. There's also a vial containing an amber liquid. It's thick. As you kind of try to slosh it around, moving it, it's something that I don't think you've seen before.
Like, are we talking about like the viscosity of like blood, or like thicker than that?
Probably closer to blood. Yeah.
Okay.
Not something like a tar.
Can you just also post all that in the Curse of Strahd chat, just so I can keep that all straight?
Yeah. I'll just take a snip.
Gold cat head with emerald.
I got
Opal,
it.
Ruby, onyx, diamond.
But Anderson, he's gonna take like the journal and the writings, and just kind of put them in his like back pocket. He'll take the scroll of true resurrection and kind of hand it off to Temperance.
As you pick that up, you realize that there's actually a second paper that's kind of rolled and kind of snugged right up behind of it, almost sticking. But that one is a scroll of mass cure wounds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Anderson's gonna.
Temperance will take that from
Yeah.
Anderson.
Anderson would just be like,
No problem.
"I'm sure you know how to use this better than I do."
I'm always happy to have more healing items in my possession.
Yeah, I never understood magic. So, I can't do anything with these.
You could take it to a good practitioner and bring back your friend.
Anderson just has like a 1,000-yard stare, and just after like probably like 30 seconds, just says no, and just gets up.
I don't understand.
Sometimes dead is just dead.
But this would make it not have to be that way. Your number, there's not as many of you as I heard there was. Did you lose some others?
Look, I'm gonna let y'all use the scroll for whatever purposes you want. We don't do that. Not not in our organization. It's forbidden.
Why?
Death is death. Once you're dead, that's it. We think we think that once you come back from death, as far as we're concerned, you're an abomination. She
Is
wouldn't
that how
want
you
that.
see me?
What's that?
Is that how you see me?
Well, way I reckon. For the time being, I'm willing to make some exceptions to put down, you know, the big bad here.
Well, couldn't your friend help us with that?
Look, it's not, I doubt it's what she would have wanted, and I'm willing to honor it. I don't think she would take it well.
It's not fair what that necromancer did. It's unnatural.
And as far as we're concerned, as far as the blood hunters know, it's pretty much, this is pretty much that.
Well, isn't that what you do? It seems that you use some unnatural means to fight the unnatural yourself.
We use blood, but living blood. Besides, I hurt myself. Last I checked, I ain't exactly dead. Look, I appreciate it. I do. But again, it's just not what you would have wanted.
Can I take a look at it? I'll give it right back.
It's yours if you want it.
Girl?
Or, I mean, sorry, he points to Temperance has it.
Yeah, I'm asking Temperance.
Very well. Temperance pulls it back out of her bag and hands it.
Do I have can I read this? Do I know like what it exactly it does? Like true resurrection, so that means like Asterius could be an option, even though like he got kind of obliterated in a way. Just like anybody that I know that would be dead could be brought back.
Reading let me pull up the exact words.
And does it seem like it would be difficult to pull off? Like, would you need a skilled practitioner to be able to use something like this?
A creature that has been dead for no longer than 200 years and that died for any reason except old age. You touch a creature that has been dead for no longer than 200 years and that died for any reason except old age. If the creature's soul is free and willing, the creature is restored to life. The spell closes all wounds, neutralizes any poison, cures all diseases. And you can see that as the scroll is written in Babala Saga's hand, she has underlined this portion, like scrawled, just, and lifts any curses affecting the creature when it died. If the creature was undead, it is restored to its non-undead form. The spell can even provide a new body if the original no longer exists, in which case you must speak the creature's name. The creature then appears in an unoccupied space you choose within 10 feet of you. Any additional information that you might ask outside of that, you'll have to find out
okay.
through trial and error.
Oh, great.
John, I sent you a private message.
Okay, I'll take a peek.
I'll hand it back to Temperance.
You got what you wanted out of that?
It's pretty amazing. I don't know if I could pull it off if I tried to use it. That's something
I
for a
wouldn't be too
wizard to
worried
do.
about that.
I'm glad you have such faith in my skill.
Temperance just kind of freezes up and gets awkward, and then goes rummaging back around in the chest. She didn't really mean to give a compliment, and yet. And
Quick
she's
question.
totally gonna...
Sorry, go ahead.
Hmm?
I was just wondering
Oh,
if Anderson... Okay.
Sorry. Now it's Bree's turn to be awkward. She's totally gonna take those pipes and the little cat thing.
Yeah, these very much fit your aesthetic. At least the pipes do. Where did they go? You can add the pipes of haunting to your...
Pipes of haunting are so dope.
They're good. Quick housekeeping question for Anderson. Did you keep that potion of healing or did you give it back to me?
I would have put it back.
Okay.
As the last thing for what we're doing here, I'll point to the gold, and you'll find that currency doesn't hold much weight here, but at my encampment with the rest of the Dusk Elves, there are a fair amount of the Vistani there, and they do take these gold coins.
Well,
They're free to leave the realm.
way I reckon is it's better than nothing. Might as well take them if they're there.
I suppose.
Temperance, as you're looking at these two pipes made out of bone, string kind of wrapped around them at the top, and small little raven skulls draped across them.
Hell yes.
If you were to play into them, their hollowed out, lifeless eyes begin to glow a sickly orange.
Yeah, Temperance is gonna give it a little whew.
Okay.
But she is not proficient in wind instruments, I will say.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that everyone else, as you hear this, it is a eerie sound that comes from these pipes. Makes you turn to almost figure out where this music is coming from. Just this single note coming out of the pipes as you see Temperance just kind of examining them after she plays them. It gives you this pit in your stomach. this small amount of dread in the beginning, but then when you look over and you just see that it's just temperance with these windpipes, it doesn't affect you.
I love that so much. Oh, I'm so excited. Temper just kind of looks at it like, neat, and puts it in her backpack.
Honora and Panton, kind of away from everybody else. You can look back and you can see them rummaging through, the surrounding area, talking amongst themselves about some of the items that they found, but you can't hear. You feel that the noise around you is sheltering enough to where it would be difficult for anybody to overhear your conversations from this.
I will say, does that even include Anderson?
Let me see.
We have the rushing of the river to contend with as well.
Yeah,
that's over by the river.
That's what I'm. Average human. I'll average wolf hearing distance.
I mean, I can tell you my passive perception if that helps.
It says wolf hearing, along with the sense of smell, is vital to wolves who rely on hunting. Wolves can hear sounds from as far as 10 miles away and 6 miles in forest regions. That's fucking wild. Nature is wild.
Dude.
I would probably cut that in half when he's in his human form.
Yeah. I'm
5 miles.
I'm probably gonna say even because of the rushing of the water, I think those particular numbers are peak stillness moments. When you're hearing that, it's almost like, because your hearing is so acute, that it's almost a nuisance, so you purposefully kind of try to dull that down so the rushing of the water isn't overbearing to your senses. So I'm gonna say, unless you actively look at them and try to hone it in, then you're not just gonna passively overhear what they're saying.
Yeah, no, we're talking about undead things over here, so probably not then.
All right. But the two of you, do you do anything else outside of the conversation it appears that you were having in the sidebar conversation? Okay.
Just our conversation, as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
Yeah.
Panton, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fuck off. There you go.
You hear the familiar voice that you haven't heard since entering the lantern come back to you. It's hard to betray and lie when you're telling so many truths. And as you say that, or as he says that, you can feel some of your gifts start to be pulled.
No.
But not only that, but some of the very fiber of your being. But you shut it off. You cut off this, you sever this tie, this hold that it has on you for just a moment. But it knows where you are. And it knows what you've just done.
She's my sister. She needs to know.
Yes, Panton, I'm your sister.
No.
Rutabaga? Panton.
And looks at the ground and doesn't say anything.
Okay.
But you need to really stop talking nonsense.
There's no nonsense. Look.
You don't belong with us and you're gonna hurt us all is nonsense. It was an accident. Accidents happen.
I need to stop the accidents.
That's what we're here for. That's been the plan all along.
But
You've already gotten so much better at it.
No. I've gotten worse at it.
No, it's been days since you've had an accident.
And look what I've done to you. Look what I've done to everybody else.
I'm fine. I'm
No.
hardier than I look.
No.
It's just a few scorch marks. It's fine, Panton.
Good.
You've done worse to yourself.
I know. And I deserve it.
No, you don't deserve it. This was a curse or something that... God damn it, John.
Fuck you, John. No. This is not a curse.
This is how you were born. I understand, but it's not who you are, and you cannot run
And
away.
at that point, I'm going to push you away. No.
It
is who I am. It is who I was born to be.
Okay, then we learn to live with that. Then, if that's what you've decided, that's how we'll go forward.
Hold on a second. I need to look at something.
Now I'm going to look at John's memes.
He's apparently on a thread today.
About pee.
Yeah. Do you need to go to the bathroom, John?
What the fuck, John?
Okay, Panton, as you shove her, I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god. No! I don't want to hurt her. Constitution saving throw, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Uh...
Temperance, I need you to make a strength, or not Temperance, sorry, Honora. I was looking at Honora. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
She's burly.
Fighter.
Little midget.
You take 4 points of necrotic damage as you're not aware of the magic of what it is, but Panton, you realize that in your anger, in your rage, that warlock tendency, that arms of Hadar, as you pushed, these tendrils just wrap around your hands as it infuses the energy as you shove into her.
Ow, Panton.
And while she resists being knocked back, it hurts.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You know, honestly, I feel like we just need to get back to the Raven's house. We'll just take a long rest.
I'm sorry,
Maybe...
it's only 2 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, because it's half. Okay,
yes,
that's fine.
I'm sorry. Look, I don't want to hurt anybody.
We know you don't
just
want
leave me
to
alone.
hurt people.
Just leave me alone. Stay away from me.
No.
Stay away from me.
No, you're gonna do something you're gonna regret, or it's gonna get you killed. Again.
And stay away from me.
No.
I don't want to hurt anybody else anymore.
We know that you don't want to hurt
Stay
anybody.
away from me.
While you can't hear the nature of the conversation outside of the commotion of some of the more loud yelling, you do see Panton shoving Honora, and the energy that passed through Panton into Honora in that moment. You can see a scuffle starting to form.
Panton, just calm down. It's okay.
No, just... I'm sorry.
You don't
Like-
have to be like right next to us, but you know that Anderson will track you if you try to run off.
I don't want to run off. I don't want to disappear. I just don't want to hurt you guys anymore.
And they'll understand. Everyone will understand that was not you. Especially if we tell them about this voice in your head.
Seeing what's been going on, and he's gonna slowly start making his way down to them, just to see what's going on.
Okay.
Do I see Anderson make his way to me?
I think. Yeah, I think in the scuffle, trying to just leave me alone. You're looking around to see where everybody else is, where you could possibly retreat to, just to get away, and you see Anderson headed that direction.
Just stop. Leave me alone. I don't.
Panterson, I made a promise.
No.
Panton,
Just.
I made a promise that
just
I would
leave me
help
alone.
you and that we figure this out together. Do you not remember? When we left, I promised to help.
I don't want to hurt you all. Please.
And you won't. You won't cause any lasting damage. We'll be okay. We're hardy folk.
Look what I've done to you. Just. Why? Why is this happening to me?
Temperance turns to Radovan at this point and says, should we also go join whatever's going on over here? I don't want to, but I feel like we should.
You understand your companions better than I do. We could set up camp, perhaps. Make this hut a little bit more homely for when they return.
The hut that's sinking into the ground? No, we should probably start walking.
And as Temperance says that, and you look back, and you can see the tar like mud just bubbling as the hut starts to I guess meld into the ground.
Can I try to save the baby before the hut goes into the ground?
Yeah. Yeah, give me a perception check.
Okay. That other perception check, by the way, is for her remains.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, sorry, what were you looking just for?
I think I
Anything
know.
on her remains?
Yeah, just to see and just examine them. And
You find a similar necklace. It's not similar to you, but you find a necklace with an eye on it. But the eye is unmoving. Outside of that, on her person, she has nothing of importance. As you run back into the sinking house, looking around, you see the remains of everything that was inside of this thing before it toppled to the ground. The area now kind of disheveled and things strewn about. You find
Am I good?
the
Did I fuck
doll.
up the camera?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll deal with it for now. As you see it kind of tucked underneath of the bed, now turned over, running over, grabbing it. It's not a real baby, it is a doll.
it's odd. I'll bring it back
Was
out.
it worth going back for that?
I don't know, it seemed important to her. Maybe there's some kind
Temperance
of secret
just
with it.
like, okay. She starts charging on ahead.
Okay.
I'll look at it. Well, it's hard to remember that you were once little like this. I'll drop it and then follow Temperance. Does there seem to be anything about it, I guess, looking at it, or it just seems like a wooden doll that was made to be comforting? There was no magic detected on it, right? When I
No.
I guess I did find traps.
No.
Not detect magic.
No, there was nothing.
I'll just drop it by our corpse then and follow Temperance.
Okay. As you all make your way down to the bickering Honora and Panton.
Panton, we've been over this again and again and again. This is the same argument we have. It feels like every other day anymore.
Look, I just don't want to hurt anybody anymore. And
You've never wanted to hurt anybody. No one's accusing you of wanting to hurt anybody.
I've done it, and I keep doing it, and I'm just not strong enough to not make it happen yet.
Yet, yes, that's the point. We're gonna find a way. And I'll reach up to him and grab his hands. I'm not scared of you. You can't keep pushing me away. It's not gonna work, Panton. Hey, look at me.
To hurt anybody.
I love you. You're my baby brother. It's my job to protect you.
But how can you protect me against everybody else?
Everybody who?
If I keep hurting them, what am I supposed to do?
You apologize. And they'll understand. They're good people.
Will they understand?
You've saved everyone's life. There have been moments where things have gotten really scary, and you've saved everyone's life with your magic. You pulled me out of the water when that giant snake thing tried to pull me under.
I pulled you out of the water. I didn't pull anybody else out of the water.
Panton, you're just upset. Again, we just take a moment, we calm down, we think about it, and we'll understand that sticking together is still just the best choice. We'll work together to find a way to fix this.
I just hope that...
I bet the magic the were-ravens promised us will help you.
I just hope that I hope it doesn't get upset at me.
Anderson standing there, he just clears his throat.
It's fine, Anderson, it's fine. It's been an emotional day.
Look, can we just get going? Get out of here?
Yeah. Let's, and I'm going to walk away from Honora at this point.
Is he going in the which direction are you going, Panton?
I'm going west.
Okay.
That's where we want to go anyway, so I'll let him go.
Isn't that back into the swamp?
Kind of, yeah.
It'd be really hard to get out of the swamp area. Whether you go north, east, west, it's going to be difficult terrain for some time.
Wait. Where exactly are we headed?
We have to go back to the were-ravens.
Ignore that.
We promised them the stone, and we give the stone, they're going to give us an item that's going to help.
Right.
John, we don't have the map pulled up. Do we know how far the were-ravens are from here? Because if I remember correctly, it's quite a distance. Okay.
Yeah,
I can pull out the map that I have.
Yeah.
So this here, I think, is the swamp where we're at. It actually looks like Argynvostholt is closer than the Wizards of Wind. Maybe we should take a detour up there?
You wish to go to Argynvostholt? Well,
that name has been thrown around so much.
We've made it through Berez. I feel quite confident with all of you by my side.
We appreciate that you're here, Radovan. Thank you for risking yourself to get that gem.
It was a near thing.
Yeah, there's been too many close calls. Yeah,
What
so,
else?
Panton, we're going north.
Do I know anything? What do I know about Argynvostholt? Just that it's...
You know that the fate of Argynvostholt is awful lot like the fate of Berez. Long gone are the days of the living there. Once formidable force to be reckoned with of the paladins that resided there, vanquished by Strahd.
Well, there shouldn't be any individuals who are as powerful as the witch, but there'll be more of them.
More witches?
More people. The paladins, their order, they stood against Strahd and were struck down and cursed.
Oh, then that's perfect. We can go talk to them, and they can give us some aid.
They've been struck down. They're not really friendly to anyone anymore.
So, who resides at Argynvostholt? How can we be helped?
There might be some clues there, or... Why do you want to go there exactly?
Well,
Panton, show them the letter.
show them the what?
The letter.
Is this the letter that we got from, what's his nuts? Our
Todd,
paladin?
Yeah.
Or our cleric?
Our cleric, yeah.
There you go. Did I still hold on to that letter, I guess?
I mean, unless
Somebody's
you...
got Todd's pack.
Yeah. So
I mean,
I will
yeah.
pull Todd's pack.
I'll reread it again, just so
yeah.
everybody has it, because Temperance wasn't here, and it's been 30 sessions since we've read it last. Argynvost, I fear that I have failed. I have failed the people of Barovia who I swore to protect when I took up arms in the Order of the Silver Dragon. I have failed my love, Sir Godfrey Gwillem, when I could not prevent Strahd from killing him before my very eyes. I failed myself by not having the courage to love him openly for fear of retribution. Lastly, I have failed you. I'm afraid the wounds I now suffer are to be the end of me, though dare I say that my heart is already dead. You have been a great leader to us all. Your courage and valor are unparalleled by even the best of men. You have kept the evil forces at bay from the dark powers that lie deep within the Amber Temple, and as long as you live, your spirit will be the beacon of hope to the realm that this darkness can be purged. As I write this, we are surrounded by Strahd and his wretched minions. I have stashed all that is important to our cause where only the dead may see, until light shines on their faces again. I pray to the Morning Lord that you will find a qualified suitor for my blade, who from this day forth will be known as Vengeance. Take back what has been lost and rid the world of the Devil Strahd. May the Morning Lord have mercy on all of our souls. Your friend and loyal knight, Vladimir Horngard.
Who's it addressed to? It doesn't say.
Argynvost.
Oh, Argynvost. Do I know who Argynvost is?
Argynvost is the leader of the Order of the Silver Dragon. Give me a history check.
Ooh, nice.
Yo.
You know that he was, in fact, a silver dragon that preferred to remain in his polymorphed self to lead out the life of a human and lead this order, and only used his draconic form and, in times of peril.
Do you know what this means?
No.
So I assume that you're seeking out whatever he referenced that was hidden away for only the dead to see, some kind of riddle, perhaps. When light is cast upon their faces, perhaps we could find some tools that will aid you in your fight, correct?
Sounds like there's a weapon, at least.
Yes, and a weapon. But the leader himself was... It was called the Order of the Silver Dragon because Argynvostholt himself is a silver dragon. But
Well, maybe he's available to help us.
there is a reason that place is cursed. They were all struck down. But with this scroll that we found, this scroll of resurrection, we could bring him back.
Having a silver dragon may help our cause. Absolutely. You found a scroll of what?
A scroll of resurrection. True
Temperance
resurrection.
just holds it up.
That's amazing. That's really powerful magic.
With a 20...
Hand in!
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but with a 20 history, you would know that he has been dead for longer than 200 years.
Are you sure it's not 199, maybe? Like
99.50.
Yeah.
Wait.
6 months.
I'm celebrating too soon. The dragon's been dead longer than that. I apologize.
Well, either way, so long as we can get whatever he was referencing, that'll be enough help for us.
Anything. And honestly, just a roof over our head for the night, or... I don't know, how far away is this Argynvostholt's walking distance?
About 6 miles.
So we'll get there.
Each hexagon represents a mile. The map doesn't necessarily read it out that way, but that's how I'm running it.
Okay. Oh. Well, and then what time of day is it?
I believe it's still early. You didn't spend a whole lot of time at the ruins of Berez. It was kind of a shit show from the moment that you stepped in.
For
Do
them.
do we have the gem
Right.
that was powering the tree at this point?
Yes.
I still have it.
Look.
Radovan, you notice that the gem that was glowing bright enough to illuminate the entire inside of that hut, like it wasn't the only source of light, but you could see it radiating through the floorboards, is now glowing much dimmer. It still pulses, and you can see the life that is inside that gem, but it's not as bright as it was while it was inside that tree.
Look, we need to take that gem back.
Yes, but it'll take us
it's-
3 days to get back.
Actually, we still need to check on Irina.
But at the very least, we can probably use that place to keep Irina safe outside of wandering around in the wilds. So,
What
You know,
place?
I'm sure Ira has it taken care of. He wasn't in the lamp with us, so I'm sure that he, did the right thing.
You have a lot of faith, I'll give you that.
can I insight that?
Well, she might believe it. Doesn't make it true.
Yeah.
Maybe he still wants to know if she believes that.
Yeah.
Temperance, what did you say?
Temperance thinks that Ira went to go
Fetch
check
Irina.
on Irina.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
None of us know that he just did.
Okay.
That's true. We were all unconscious by the time he ran, so...
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I wish we had a way to get messages.
Do
Once we get to
you
the Ravens, maybe we
truly
can send a
believe that though,
message.
Temperance? Like in your mind, is that the lie that
The
you're
narrative?
telling yourself, like that you believe?
Yeah, I think so, because Ira was kind of the person that she felt closest to before we all went in the lantern. So I
Okay.
think that she's like, yeah, I think Ira would
he-
do.
Doing right.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay. Good.
He was
Yep.
kind of a hero. Like, it was like, why not?
Yeah. So I mean,
That's
Panton,
right,
do
everybody.
you feel that she truly believes it?
Yeah. So I suggest we head up to Argynvostholt, maybe rest for a night or two, and then head over to the wizards, and maybe they can send a message to Irina. I know it's pushing the deadline really close. I don't know how long we were in that lantern.
If I rest, I can send an animal.
Oh, that would be super helpful.
Yeah, that would probably work actually.
So let's get to a safe spot to rest. I don't think sleeping in this bog would be very comfortable tonight.
I
Well,
just
actually,
that-
if you're trying to avoid Strahd, it seemed that he was avoiding her, so
It's
it
not
might be.
in
Well,
the
how do you
wilderness,
know he was avoiding her? For all we know, he just left her here.
or he could have visited last week. But I would say I'm not necessarily scared of Strahd in this moment, but other animals that may want to come make this their home now
Yeah,
that it's been
and
freed of evil magic.
as you're talking about, staying here, and you're all kind of standing,
By the
roughly in the same space, the flies are the insects rather, are starting to kind of congregate, and while they're not doing anything to deal enough damage, you do
Yeah.
realize that they would be a nuisance to try to sleep.
Yeah,
Can
we
we
need to get
just,
out of here.
Get out of here, please. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll start walking north.
Okay.
All right.
As you're walking north and you kind of breach through the... Yes.
Was all of that roleplay equal to a short rest?
Sure.
I'll take it.
It's fine.
Yeah. Speaking of short rest, let's go ahead and take a quick potty break.
Ooh.
I'm always down for that.
You're in luck. this scroll of true resurrection on?
Yeah,
we should
that's
kill
it.
him and then resurrect him. Maybe it'll fix his magic.
Well, we're not going to kill Strahd and just resurrect him and kill him again.
There you
Well,
go.
I was thinking we could just use it on Strahd and relieve
But
him of
Strahd's
the
also
curse.
over 200
No,
years
no,
old.
no, no, no. It would just be better if
see,
we
why would
resurrect him
she-
just to kill him again.
It's the wording is been dead longer than 200
less than
years.
200 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even
So
though
we'll
he's
try to use it on Strahd and then
undead.
just kick his body.
um
Man, y'all were hurt.
A little bit,
That was
yeah.
ouchie ouchie.
Man.
We took some hits because some of us don't have armor class, so
Mage armor.
Shield.
We have class. We don't have armor class.
Josh.
Oh.
Ayo.
Hey, I'm the only one who went unconscious again, so. Actually, the fight to Gregory, at least I wasn't the only one that went unconscious.
True. I was eating snacks.
okay. Heading north, getting away from the bog, traveling through the thick fog as you're exiting. It's almost as if the fog was kind of concealing the horrors that were inside of Berez. It starts to feel a little bit colder as you're getting towards the base of another snowy mountaintop, using that as a guide to kind of skirt along, keeping the river to your east and the mountain to your west, traveling north. The rocky terrain becomes to be too sharp, difficult, not sharp as in like pointy, but the steep incline is too difficult to stay walking upwards. And as you're getting around that corner, you can see the massive profile of Argynvostholt up on kind of an overlook. You feel that you might either have to use some feats and try to scale this cliffside or spend additional time walking around.
Well, I mean,
Well,
if
who wants to
Anderson
climb?
if Anderson climbs, maybe he can lower rope and make it easier for the rest of us.
I don't know how much rope we have left. I should have
We
gathered
left
it
a
back
lot
from
of
the
it.
river.
How high is this cliff, John?
Let me look at my notes.
Well, actually, I don't think. I don't know if we've got any magic left. Panton,
Yeah.
do you have that magic that lets us go boom and fly up?
I'm going to look up, and John is going to tell me about how far away it is.
I know there were some notes somewhere.
And before he tells us, it's like a 10-foot climb.
No, it's much higher than that. Why can I not?
Does it look like it could be about 90 feet or less?
I'll say it's about that. Being indecisive enough that I'm not going to hold it up, I'm going to say it's about that, yeah.
Okay, look. I can... Nora, I can bring you up, but...
I mean,
I'm
if
just-
anything, we're the liabilities when it comes to climbing this.
But the problem is, if I do that, I may just be a little tapped on my ability to do anything else at this point.
I think we're all a little tapped right now.
Well, actually, I've rested a while, and I can turn into a giant eagle and carry you each up, one by one, or perhaps two
I can
in your
probably
case.
climb.
I mean,
Alright,
I'm
well,
not
I could also
opposed
turn
to
into a
that.
giant eagle and carry you to the top. And
That's
that would save
fancy.
you the physical effort, and you would retain your strength for whatever might be ahead.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would prefer that because if I need to help you guys out, I feel like that might be the best course of action.
Of course, Master Anderson, if you wish to climb to
I mean, Anderson, have you worked
warm
on
up for what
our
might be ahead.
have you worked on our idea of my harness for you yet?
I thought you were gonna work on that.
Alright, we need some leather, we need some belts, and we're not. I look around. We're probably not gonna find any of that right now, so.
I
Okay.
can wait.
It's gonna have to wait because it's gonna take some time to do
Well,
that.
I feel like I didn't exert myself that much in the fight, so I'm willing to climb.
I'll take one eagle ride, please.
I
That
would also
sounds-
Same.
take the ride.
And tiny, well, not literally.
You do
tiny, but I'm
understand,
tiny.
Master Anderson, that me carrying you as a giant eagle would be much faster than you climbing.
Yeah, but I enjoy the challenge.
I mean,
You would.
it might take him the same amount of time to climb as it would for you to transfer all of us. There's three
That's
of us.
very doubtful.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know how fast Anderson climbs. I've never ridden on a giant eagle before either, so I also don't understand how that
I
works.
suppose that's true if he was that giant monkey again. That would
I
be
mean,
a race.
I've been a monkey a couple times, but we don't really remember it too much. It's a little fuzzy.
Is that a monkey joke?
No, but I see
No,
it
because
now.
monkeys have fur.
Wow.
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
whenever you're
I'll
ready.
take the trip up.
All right, yeah.
Anderson's
I'll
already
watch
trying to
it.
climb.
Okay.
You missed the monkey joke?
At that point, yeah, he did.
Okay, go ahead and give me an athletics check while I get your tokens ready.
Are
Me or
tokens
just
ready?
Anderson?
Anderson, you, Panton, Temperance, Sonora, all of you
We're all
are
pretty
able
light.
to make it up there without really any issue. Athletics 15, yeah, as the sweat is just pouring down your face as you're making this grueling climb up this relatively sheer cliff face. You take a decent amount of time getting up there, but you do end up making your way to the top.
I will, after I bring everybody up, much earlier than he gets to the top, I will circle around him and fan him lightly with my wings to cool his sweat
Okay.
and energize him.
Do the sit on the top of the cliff with my legs hanging off, waiting for him.
I wonder, I don't have the giant eagle.
I will sit in a corner somewhere and doubt myself.
Okay, give me one.
Temperance writes a poem about an eagle.
What is the... I feel like...
Being a giant eagle, the flying is like 40 feet per
Yeah,
round.
no, I was looking at what its size
you
was.
can
It's
carry.
large.
Oh, yeah.
Let me give you control of that. Can be edited, controlled by all players in journal. All players, just make it easy. There you go. Awesome. And now I shall drag you to the correct map.
Woo! New map. Oh shit.
Ooh.
As you're standing a few dozen feet away from the cliff face, as the last person, Anderson, crests over the top, you can see back, looking over, that you are high above that river valley. You see this sepulchral mansion. It's turrets capped with fairy tale cones, its towers lined with sculpted battlements. A third of the structure has collapsed, as has part of the roof, but the rest appears intact.
Do I see any kind of ballista or anything manning the walls?
Or movement.
From, I guess if you're,
Eagle eye.
yeah, if
Giant
you're
eagle and I can
flying
fly
up there,
over
let me
the castle.
see.
Hopefully there's no undead silver dragon that will come out and...
Yes, you see a massive ballista. It looks... It is not. It looks a little worse for wear. The wood splintered. The metal pieces you can see corroded and rusted. It looks well beyond its years of being useful. You do notice in front, you can see the large entryway with the double doors. But in the middle of this front courtyard, circled by a dirt path headed down the other side of the hill, probably the more optimal path for traveling up here, but you see this 10-foot wide, 10-foot high cube of granite, and perched atop it is a moss-covered statue of a large dragon. Its wings are kind of tucked close to the body, and the statue looks east towards the entryway.
You mind if I just like do some circles and see what I can see?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check. What are the rest of you doing as he's flying around?
Probably catching our breath. I'm not sure we're in a hurry. Maybe looking for shelter where we can rest.
Probably going to move up to that, I guess, turret that is immediately to the southeast of us.
Okay. 16. Okay. As you're circling around to the south, you see the destroyed portion of the building. One entire quarter of this mansion crumbled to the ground. Some of the floors still left remotely intact. The second floor and third floor kind of still crumbled in some spots, but what you could only assume as once was the stables completely obliterated. 16. What else do we see? Circling around to the eastern
Not
side.
too far ahead.
You see the graveyard, and also a towering, let me see, what, Q16.
That's not pretty high.
Yeah. You see this mausoleum. You see tarnished silver-plated gargoyles shaped like dragon wormlings as they cling to the stone-tiled roof of the mausoleum. Looking at the door, it is massive. It is 8 foot tall and 4 foot wide. This marble door set into the side where the cemetery rests. You also see stairs leading up to what appears to be a back entrance through there.
Can I get a better look at the back entrance?
Yeah, peering that direction with a 16, you would see the glimpse of a humanoid figure peering through the glass, looking out into the cemetery, and as this large eagle, you yourself flying overhead, turns its head in its direction, make a momentary eye contact.
Can I see it well enough for detail, or it's just a vague humanoid shape?
Vague humanoid shape. Let me look at the rooftop. You see cobwebs, large, thick cobwebs strung among some of the those southern turrets that are kind of disheveled and broken down. You can see them kind of stringing from the gaps in the walls.
As a druid, I mean, there's spiders in the forest, I assume, right? Would
Yes.
I see that and see that as a sign? Okay, there's like spiders, maybe giant spiders that have
I
taken
would
up
say that you'd
residence, or-
probably be able to make that deduction, yeah. One moment. At the top of this mausoleum, you see it almost... It reminds you a little bit of a lighthouse. Glass windows placed evenly spaced around the entirety of the upper portion.
I don't know if I know what that. Maybe I've read about it, but there's no sea nearby, so I don't know if there's ever been something like that that I would know of. But I'd probably have heard of one or read about it.
Yeah, I would say that that's probably yeah, that's what you would see so far.
Interesting. All right, I'll come back around.
The rest of you, as you approach the turret, looking through the windows that are on this side at least still intact, you can see now, coming a little clearer into view, the large dragon statue, as well as the ornate stairs leading up to the double doors from this direction.
Where is this dragon statue at? Okay, thank you.
Well, anyone feel like exploring?
Not too much. We kind of need to find a place to rest first.
Well,
After that, we could definitely.
if we know it's... Well, if we're gonna rest here, either way, it might be best to know if it's safe inside.
Right, but are we up for a battle if it's not? Maybe we should sleep outside.
Assuming nothing comes out, I guess, but...
Well,
Well, I mean,
when
we could
Radovan
use-
gets back, he might be able to tell us where it's safe to stay.
We might be able to use the parapet as a... to hang out at underneath.
I guess so long as we're on wash out here, we should be fine. Then we can just go explore in the morning.
Was that figure in the window the only kind of movement or
It was,
sign
yes.
of life I saw?
Mhm.
Okay. Even like going over the... So I couldn't really see on the map, but I assume that the mausoleum's like down here somewhere, and then there's like this.
The
main
mausoleum
building.
is right here. Did it not give you vision of the
No,
the
no, it
eagle?
did not.
Oh wow. Okay. Let me just move your character. Right here next to that is where the mausoleum is. Do you have vision on this?
I do have vision on this character. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the mausoleum,
Yep.
and then
This is
there's a
the back
cemetery
door.
here.
And this window right here is where you saw...
Oh, where I saw the...
Yes.
Okay.
I need to...
And then over here, there's destruction. And there's not like a courtyard, I guess. It's like all covered in the middle.
Yes.
For the most part.
Yep.
Except for like down over here.
Yes.
This is open. Okay.
I don't know why I can't. I'm testing something really quick. Let me steal your token for a moment.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Now I have vision of your token. It wasn't allowing me to have vision of your token before. Okay.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah, that is what you were able to see so far.
Okay, I'll very elegantly come back towards the group and find them and...
Okay. Yeah, do you eventually...
do a little bit of a twirl and land. 3-point landing.
Okay. Yeah, nice. All right, let me... Eagle
I pulled
going.
up a sign that says 10 on it, but I don't think I can.
Yeah, some wile
Suddenly you did the
coyote
Looney Tunes,
just
yeah.
signed.
Fancy boy.
Peering in through the windows in that particular area, you find that the curtains are drawn. Let me double check on that room. Yeah, it seems that these tattered velvet drapes are covering the windows. Makes it difficult to see.
Well, I circled the area, and the southern portion of this manor or castle is seems that it was broken apart and is quite dilapidated. And then there is a cemetery to the east, on the eastern portion, and a building attached to that. And in the window I saw someone, and they saw me.
Did you see any place that might be a little sheltered?
Hard to say. Most of the windows are closed off. There are some spiders on the southern side, but it's more open at least. I didn't see anyone outside.
What did the peeper through the window look like?
He was a male humanoid figure. You could tell that his a very strong jaw outline seemed muscular in nature.
I mean, we can always knock and ask for aid if there's somebody on the inside.
Well, that runs the risk of starting another fight, because you never know.
Yes, should have no reason to harm us if we're asking. I mean...
Well, you would think, but we are in Barovia. At this point, I've just come to
It's like a
conclusion, really, anything
50-50
can
shot. Someone might come out swinging, but...
Yeah.
That history check, would I know that like they're kind of hostile to anybody that kind of comes around?
Huh.
Or is it just, are they just undead and hostile to Strahd?
Honestly, I don't even know. I don't even know if you would know that there would be any people remaining after the Strahd slaughtering.
Oh, okay.
You know of creatures such as revenants. And I suppose one could assume that, given the nature of the extreme hatred that they held towards Strahd, that there could be the possibility, but you don't know their nature of whether or not they would be hostile towards you.
So I don't know of anybody who's like tried to go to Argynvostholt and like told the tale of like seeing unfortunate things. I just know that they've been destroyed and that their leader was a dragon.
Yeah, I'll say that.
There was somebody inside that building, so maybe they
Is there
could be of help.
Is there a spot that we can just take a moment to gather ourselves?
Perhaps I should have. Well, I could turn into a giant eagle again and bring us to the top.
No,
That would be a...
With the
no, we don't want to
spiders?
tax you too much.
Not with the spiders. There's a open parapet.
I don't know about that level of heights. I mean, is there just like a small outhouse building or a small, like a place that
Well,
we can just...
Just where the person was.
That the person was inside the giant castle.
No, there's a building attached to that place where they bury people.
The person was inside the giant castle.
Oh.
Yeah, they were at the window next to the back door.
Well, there was a building kind of next to the place where they bury people. And I don't know if there's anybody in there. The
Did it look
stables,
like it was-
unfortunately, are destroyed.
Did it look like it'd be big enough to house us all?
Yes, absolutely.
Certainly.
It's.
Why don't we start there?
Okay.
A cemetery's usually hallowed ground, sacred ground. So that might be a safe place to go.
Well, if it's all that's around, I'd be willing to give it a try.
Lead the way.
Okay. Wandering
This way, I
along
guess.
the northern side of the castle, skirting the edge, still some 50 feet away from the edge, overlooking the rest of the valley.
Are these windows still have panes on them, or are they they're just curtains that we could...
So these ones right here, as you come around in your natural curiosity, continuing to look in some of the windows, the one at the beginning or at the front of the building did have velvet drapes. These ones back here, however, do not. And as you peer in through this particular tower, you can see that there are tattered brown drapes kind of skirted to the side, offering a glimpse into this circular room. There is a archway to the south heading further into that is appears that it had once had a curtain draped over it, but has been sheared off about 2/3 the way up, allowing a glimpse into the room next to it. You see about a half dozen beds, broken, destroyed, blankets and pillows and things just kind of scattered about the room. In further... Go ahead.
Is there glass in front of the window, or is it just open?
It is glass. It is glass in the window, yes. Further in, you see what appears to be... you see like the edge of a fireplace, the soot out in front of it kind of gives that indication that that's like a hearth area inside of there. You also see an overturned cooking pot laying in the center of the room. You think that seeing some of the utensils on a table in the back of the room, that it could possibly have been a kitchen at one point in time. Skirting around towards the back, kind of once you're peering in through some of the windows, you eventually see the cemetery. You see 7-foot tall wrought iron fence encapsulating the entirety of this cemetery, except for the spot where the fence butts up against the mausoleum. Again, now, even, you get the feeling that someone is watching you, and Radovan, having seen the figure before look in the direction of that window pane, you see that male humanoid figure. And then it walks away, out of the view of the window.
Did you see that? He was there.
He was. He knows we're here now.
Did we see it, or did we just kind of feel it being touched?
I'm gonna say that you all felt, but Radovan saw, because he had seen it before, and you weren't all familiar with what window it was. You were probably looking around, and I guess give me a perception check with, yeah, it'll be a decently high DC. Anything above
Everyone?
a 20. No, Radovan, you don't need it. You already knew where it was. Yeah,
There you go.
Panton, already kind of on edge a little bit, looked up immediately as you felt, thinking, like, shit, is that entity looking at me? Is it here in this place of death? And you see
There, I see it. I saw it.
at
It's
this window
it's
right
not
here.
there anymore. It's okay. I mean, Radovan's not crazy. He saw something, and I think I saw something too. So,
Did you think I was crazy?
well, I mean, you were locked in that lantern for a bit, so maybe a little.
That's fair.
Anyways, if the master of the house wants to make his acquaintance, he can, but I still think we need to kind of
I don't
find
think
shelter.
I don't think we announce ourselves to the master. I mean,
Well,
But
he
we
already
can do
knows
that
it's
tomorrow.
here.
Hey, do you notice these graves? Some of them are dug up.
Maybe they're just prepared for the next person?
the fence to the graveyard. How far apart are the posts?
Bars.
I'm
They
gonna
enough for
say
a 2-foot tall person to fit through.
it's not necessarily your height that would create the issue. It would be the width of your noggin, I think, would make it difficult for you to pass. I'm gonna say that there would have to be some other means of trying to climb over or
Toss a halfling?
Yeah. Can I just like lift him over?
if that's what you would like to do. As you're
If you
looking
want, I can
around,
turn into a giant heat.
yeah. As you're looking around in this cemetery, you do notice that the wrought iron fencing is virtually intact. Out of all the rest of the building that had potentially seen the siege and destroyed from the attack from Strahd, the fencing back here is intact. It does not ever appear that there's ever been any forced entry through it or any damage done to it.
I'm not a fan of the halfling toss, but
Well, if you don't want to do it, I'll do it, Panton. Anderson?
I don't want you to do it.
I mean, if she wants to be
I'm
tossed
pretty
over
sure
the fence, Anderson
we can
will
go
toss
through
him.
the building that we're planning to make our quarters, and there's a back entrance and then an entrance that would lead into the yard, as it were.
In the
So-
mausoleum?
I don't think I made myself very clear. Now that we all have a view of this, the back entrance that I was referring to is this counterclockwise stairs that's leading up into the building.
This
There
only has an
is
entrance
only
there.
one entrance on the southwestern face. The face that is into the cemetery. So you would unfortunately have to find either scale the fence, find another try to pry open the bars, do some sort of creative way to get inside, or attempt to walk through the mansion to
Or
get back there.
stone
Halfling
shape.
toss, something like that.
Yeah, or halfling, or
He can throw me over the fence, it's fine.
you could potentially. Does stone shape require? Is that meld with stone?
I don't have it.
I just
Um,
wanted to
it's a
make you a
cantrip.
shake in your boots, John.
Oh, okay. No,
No,
you're
it's
fine.
it's a spell. It's a pretty high level spell, but I have a different one.
Do you have mold earth? Because you could just dig a hole.
I do not.
Okay.
I have shape water that I forgot to use at the river.
These are always the funniest encounters. The ones that, in the grand scheme of things, are incredibly easy solutions to the problem, but watch you guys NASA engineer on how you're going to get over this 7-foot-tall wrought iron fence.
I'm just going to toss
John,
boggles my
could my noggin fit between the braces of this?
It can't.
I'm
no,
gonna
it's
say
too,
no.
It's too fat.
I'm gonna say
but
no.
yes, if you want to hoist me up, and then I'll try to drop down gently on the other side.
Yeah, Anderson will do that.
Okay. All right, yeah. Lifting her up and you grabbing kind of the sides, the points of the wrought iron fence, they do come to a point and they are kind of sharp. You test them with your fingers. It does definitely seem like they would be a suitable deterrence for anybody that would try to scale them naturally. But with the help of Anderson and being able to use his hands as leverage to jump off, you're able to land on the other side in between the mausoleum and the graves. As you're looking around, it does appear that several graves have been dug up, whatever inside of it, essentially unearthed. You are free to walk around as the thick fog rolling across the ground obscures a little bit of your vision, but not enough to deter you from anything.
Okay, I just basically want to check this door here.
Benton, you're next.
Yeah, as you're looking at this white marble door, 8 foot tall and 4 foot wide, you see engraved, finely chiseled directly into the marble, Argynvostholt.
Is the door locked?
It does not appear locked, but it does appear that it would take a considerable amount of strength to try to pull the door open.
Okay, I'm gonna try, but Anderson, I might need your help.
Yeah, and while she's doing that, just Anderson's already lifting Panton over.
Chucking Panton over the fence, that's fine. Whee!
Okay. You also land on the other side without issue.
Hey. Hey.
It feels like a silly use of it, but
Perhaps, I might be able to help with something there, Anara.
I'm just gonna pull on this door. What can you do?
Give me a strength check.
Can I use Gust to give her advantage?
Wrong way?
I would say that it would be extremely difficult to use Gust in that fashion, because it's kind of set into an alcove, like I guess if you got really close to the wall and gusted away from it, it might create like a suction effect, I suppose.
Just trying something here.
Yeah. Give me a moment. Yeah, I'll go ahead and give it to you.
Okay. I'm gonna do athletics because it's the exact same as my straight strength.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, yeah, it's an athletics check is what we're looking for here. That'll do it. As you pry open this marble door, and you can hear a grinding against the stone landing.
Oh, didn't need you after all. I just said, look, I did it. Thanks, Panton.
Yeah, you're welcome. No problem. That's what I'm here for.
Also, going back to Radovan, unfortunately, I misread my notes. This is only maybe a 15-foot tall building. The tower that you saw with the lighthouse effect is actually poking out from the center of the building. So that is
You give me like a ping, like there?
Yeah, no, like
Okay.
like right in here in this area.
Oh, okay, okay.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
As you open the door, you see that the interior of the mausoleum is dark. It's dusty. There's not any light outside of the... See if I can't... There we go.
Ooh.
Outside of the light that is shining in from the outside, which even then is not a whole lot with the overcast nature of Barovia. But you are free to walk in. The rest of you outside of the fence are... Temperance, you said you were going to use something. You said it might be a waste of a spell, but then we got distracted.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I've got a far step.
Muted.
Okay. No,
Am
you're
I?
fine. No, you're fine. I can hear
Okay.
you.
Okay.
I didn't hear her.
I can hoist anyone else up as well.
Guess that would work too.
Yeah.
Do you mind?
Yeah, anybody can
Not
be
all.
lifted up and used. He can help you step up and jump over into the cemetery. How Anderson gets in though is Radovan. Do you take
I'm just
advantage of
gonna
him?
Can I just
Yes,
after
sure.
everyone's over, can I just climb it?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me. Give me. I'm gonna say it's easy enough for you to climb, but give me a dexterity saving throw to see whether or not you can avoid the top. Okay. Yeah, you can feel the top of the wrought iron fences kind of grabbing at your clothes a little bit as you're skirting over, but you are careful enough and strong enough to maintain your balance before you launch yourself over onto the other side, landing inside the cemetery. Honora, do you
I'll put-
venture within the...
I was gonna wait
mausoleum?
for everybody else.
Okay.
I
I'll
know better
put
than
light
walk too far
on
ahead.
Honora's
and-
shield.
Okay,
And having light helps.
absolutely.
Guys, it looks like this might be a great place to rest. There doesn't seem to be anything in it.
Well,
And I'll step inside.
yeah, let's go see.
Okay.
All right. Empty,
Um,
spooky room.
I feel like I had notes for one back in like session 20 or something like that when we I originally thought you guys were going to go to Argynvostholt. Okay. There's not a whole lot on the inside of this mausoleum, but as you look, who can read Draconic?
Again,
You can.
No, I can't. Every other spooky language, but not that one.
Okay. As you can see, etched into the far wall, some Draconic symbols. Anderson, you can read them as, "Here lie the bones and treasures of Argynvost, Lord of Argynvostholt, and founder of the Order of the Silver Dragon."
now it says that, but like looking around, is there anything to reflect that? Because to me, this looks like just an empty room.
It is. It very much
Oh.
is.
Anderson just kind of like rubs his chin and just says, "Huh. According to this is where our sorry, what was his name again?
Argynvost.
Argynvost.
Okay. Yeah, this is where Argynvost's bones and treasures are, but I don't see anything around.
Well, it could be a riddle or a misdirect.
What did the letter say? It said when the light is shown upon the faces of the dead.
Are there any faces in here?
Let me pull the letter back out, and I'm just going to show it to... everybody should have access to it, actually.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I also cast Detect Traps.
Oh, that was the letter to... Was that the...
That was the letter to Todd.
Yeah. What I found.
It was Todd's letter to Argynvost.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
I have stashed all that is important to our cause, where only the dead may see it, until light shines on their faces again. Where
DM,
only
do I see
the
anything
dead
different?
may see it. Did you cast... Oh, what do you mean? Do you see anything different?
Because I'm joking about my death.
Oh, I gotcha. No. No, yeah, you don't see anything different.
All right. Radovan cast Find Traps.
Did you? Okay.
Yes.
In this immediate vicinity, what's the range on 120 feet?
Yeah.
Let me...
It says line of sight, though.
Yeah, you don't find anything in here. This appears to be a normal mausoleum. But, as others have pointed out, it does seem very odd that there are no remains within this.
I'm saying that that's less creepy, and we should just take advantage of the fact that this room is empty.
One last thing Anderson wants to do. Can I go out and check the names on the stones in the cemetery?
Yeah, I was just about to ask to do that as well.
I'm gonna pull out my palette and get comfortable.
Yeah, Temperance is a sleepy teen. She's gonna get herself a good nap in.
Okay.
Oh wait. Oh, I guess we did travel quite a ways to get here first.
Yeah, we didn't ride on the eagle the whole way.
And we had a big old fight with the mean witch that almost killed me, so...
We might have been able to just do that because I think I can carry, like, quite a bit.
Well, you worry about that, and you can tell us next time we have to go anywhere.
Because how much do you two weigh?
Like 30
48 pounds.
Okay, so let's say that's like a good 70, and each of you is about...
Well, Temperance is probably like 105 wet, and Anderson's probably like 200.
I mean, with his gear, he's probably like 200.
Yeah, I think I actually could carry everybody. So we can just...
We have to come up with some sort of...
You're our magic carpet now. Nice.
We'd have to come up with some sort of, like, swing or something for you to grab onto.
As long as you don't disappear on us again.
Looking at the headstones, they appear to be very vague. Something along the lines of, here lie the honorable paladin of the Order of the Silver Dragon. Not even a birth and death date.
Hell. Well, guess it can't be that easy.
Very humble or modest of them not to have their names marked.
You do?
Well, it might just be best to go rest for the night. just pick us up again in the morning.
What about that individual inside? Should we seek
Well-
out their friend or foe?
I think we should have a watch at the very least. Go confront them in the morning.
You want to rest here all afternoon, all evening, until night falls?
Well,
I'm gonna
I
say
could do it.
the 6 mile walk, plus, you know, especially traveling in the beginning through the difficult terrain made it seem that much more strenuous. It is probably getting closer to late afternoon, not necessarily night, but late afternoon for sure.
Well, look, I'm fine, but the others less so.
Well, I would say I'm fine, because I can see in the dark. And the
Well,
rest of you.
I mean, I'm good for a little bit, but if
Are you
anything
screaming
goes
through
nuts,
the door, or did you go outside with them?
I guess, yeah, that's a good question. Where's everybody else at?
yeah, me and Matavan are just outside.
The door's open, I would imagine, correct?
Yes.
Oh yeah, then I'm probably not at the top of my lungs, but like loud enough is like, I'm good, but I could use a little bit more.
I definitely want to make it a little more clear that this isn't necessarily a door, but a marble slab that is pushed to seal this shut. This isn't something that's meant to be accessed on a repetitive basis. This is something that Honora was able to find, you know, weathering cracks and be able to get her small fingers in there and pull it open. So,
Imagine it was like.
yeah.
We could
Yeah.
very easily be trapped in there.
We can
Oh, I don't know
also
about very easily.
trap everything outside of there and make it a nice little sanctuary. And I'm going to push my body up against it and try to push the door, but I'm going to make a miserable showing of it.
Okay. Yeah, as your kind of limp body just pushes up against it with your shoulder and your feet scuffle across the dusty ground. Yeah, it's not moving.
You're gonna see Honora smile.
There you go.
Seems like Panton's got, yeah, that's the tracks.
Nice.
Very
Panton's
much
got
so.
a little pep in his step back. He's feeling a little better, goofing off again.
Well, if I'm able to rest long enough, I
But
guess
we'll-
we could seal ourselves in.
We'll keep watch. Make sure nothing takes us by surprise.
But if we seal ourselves in, then there shouldn't be any problem, right? And
Hold on,
nothing
wait,
goes
wait.
bad in
I
the
want to
night.
do something right quick, and I'm going to cast light on a coin of some sort,
Okay.
just to make sure I'm not trapped in an anti-magic field.
You are not.
All right, yep, we can do
Guys,
this.
I'm not sure how comfortable I am with us shutting the slab.
Being
I think
locked
it-
in a tomb sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah. We can just leave the door open. It's fine. But yeah, watches sound good too. I'll take a watch. I'm sure.
I can take another one, and person on
Take
watch can
one.
just be right outside.
Well, you know what? I would love to curl in a corner and take a nap. So, Pan's gonna choose the northern corner over there and just curl into a ball. And if everybody else is calling it a night, he is going to pass the fuck out.
Okay.
You can do last watch.
I'll take second.
I can take first.
Okay.
I suppose I should take the later one.
Alrighty.
Just make sure you get lots of sleep.
As you lay down for rest, and Anderson takes up first watch. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
All right.
I imagine that would be with advantage since you're probably using your hearing and smelling along.
Probably. Because I'm worried about whatever figure is up there.
Keeping an eye on all of the windows that are facing your general direction, you do see that the ones along this side are very ornate. They're stained glass, seeming to picture or depict the countryside and the profile of the castle along the cliff. Very colorful, still intact. As the sun is kind of setting, shining through those. It's not really easy to see inside. Especially because there's the height difference. You can't really see anything in there. Do you just kind of hang outside the door, or do you go wandering around?
So these, like, windows,
Yeah.
are they at eye level or are they elevated?
They are elevated. They
Okay.
are, let me see how... let me see how tall those stairs are. 15... they're not tall. Actually, your nose would probably, your head would probably come up to the base of the window height. So yeah, you could probably peer into them if you wanted to.
Yeah, Anderson's he's gonna take a peer into this window over here, and I think probably that one as well. Oh, and the one down here. So
Okay.
like all three of those.
Okay. Yeah, peering into the ones on the western side give you another view of the extended room that you saw from the circular room outside. And now you can confirm that this is a kitchen area. It's definitely been plundered. The tables are overturned and the floor is littered with rusted utensils and smashed pots, and these iron pots hang on hooks on the walls on the other side, still hanging there. One of them you can see kind of swaying, batting around. And as you look at it, you can hear the faint clanging of the metal as your face is pressed up against the glass. And looking at it for a moment longer, your eyes squinted, you can see a bat flying out of the pot, finding its way further into the castle walls. Which other window did you say you looked into?
This one.
Okay. Standing up next to the stairs, entrance to the door there, as you peer in, give me a perception check. Okay, yeah. As you're looking in directly in front of you, you can see these cracked wooden pillars in the center of the room that are kind of supporting this U-shaped balcony. As you're looking up, you can see on the next floor the ceiling supports a balcony. Above it, the east end of the chapel has a stone altar, and you can see 3 figures in a kneeled position in front of the altar.
Yay. Okay. They haven't noticed me or anything, right?
They have not. The last thing you do notice is this window over here appears to have been shattered in, the last remnants of the light from the sunset shining in through the stained glass, reflecting off of the shattered glass, sending prisms of multicolored light throughout the rest of the room.
All right. So Anderson, seeing those figures,
They, looking at them, you can see that they are clad in this tattered chainmail. As they're kneeling down on one knee, they have their head bowed in long swords, kind of the tip pointing down into the stone ground. Their head kind of resting up against the hilt of the sword.
all right. And this is a door right here, and right,
Yep.
and the door is closed.
Yes.
Okay. Anderson, he's gonna kind of sneak up these stairs right here, and
Sure you are.
I still have my hunting trap. I'm gonna put it right outside this door right here, just in case they decide to come out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're able to do so. But peering around through the cemetery and kind of peeking into the graves and walking through, your 2 hours of watch is up, and you don't see any additional movement.
All right. I think Temperance said she was taking second watch.
Yep.
So, Anderson will just jostle you awake and just say, "Look, there's a chapel over there. Few people in there. They haven't noticed. They didn't notice me, but last I checked, they were still awake. So keep an eye on that door over there, and don't go near it, because I put a hunting trap there."
Thanks for the warning. I would have gone near it if you hadn't told me.
Well, last thing we need is you getting your leg chopped off.
You know, I couldn't agree more. Enjoy your
Alright.
rest.
Yep, good night.
Alrighty, Temperance. As you step outside,
Yeah.
it is now starting to get darker. The last remnants of the sunlight now beyond the forest around you, the mountain blocking it out. You begin your watch. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Yup.
Do you do anything specifically during your 2 hours of watch?
Yeah, I think until until the light goes out or the light starts getting really dim, she'll just be catching up on her journaling since a lot has happened since she last had her diary.
Yeah.
And then kind of once that's gone, she'll just kind of pace around the graveyard, checking out the graves and
Enjoying the spook.
Okay.
enjoying the spook. She's a spooky girl. She loves the spook.
Yeah, for sure. With a 20 perception, looking at the graves, you notice that whatever was buried here, more than likely corpses, were not dug out, but they crawled out of the earth.
Don't like that.
Yikes. Yikes.
Oh, good. I'm so glad Temperance gets to go back to sleep after that.
You feel confident that continuously checking back at that window, that you feel confident that you're not necessarily being watched, or at least you've checked all the places that anybody could be able to see you. And your watch goes by uneventfully.
And then I believe it was Radovan after me. She kind of just gives him a little tap tap.
I'm awake.
It's your turn.
I require only
Have
4
fun.
hours of rest.
Cool. Happy for you.
Yeah, cool story, bro. Thanks.
You're so much better than everybody else.
Yeah, you're like,
That's-
really cool. That's awesome.
That's very
You
kind.
shit rainbows.
Night.
Panton, before we get much further, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fuck off you. Why?
You brought this upon yourself because you died.
He's gonna fucking die, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
In your dreams, you see the familiar landing of the first time that you visited this place. Cold, darkness all around, the railing guarding you from the void beyond. And as you're looking around from this familiar area, you turn and you come face to face with the shadowy, more sinister version of yourself. An evil
so-
grin peering across their face.
So, what
As
what do I
you're
owe the
trying
pleasure
to speak, it is mimicking your every word. As your arms move, every step you take, it mimics it, maintaining that same distance. If you step backwards, it takes one step forward.
Can you stop for a second, please, and really tell me what's going on here?
And there is
I would really love that.
not even milliseconds delay as you're talking. It sounds like your voice is echoing and reverberating in your head as it is being mimicked back to you. And the more and more you struggle to make it stop, the bigger and wider this grin gets. Eventually, it lunges out at you, its mouth opening up, attempting to swallow you whole.
I will gust.
In the shadowy form dissipates. And with that, the darkness surrounds you and you continue your long rest.
Fuck off.
But Radovan,
you
it is
dark
now your turn
bastard.
for your watch.
My watch.
Give me a perception check if you would like. Is there anything in particular that you want to do during this time outside of just watching the cemetery and making sure nothing lurks?
I might. See, do I have any? I might set up a couple torches on the outside.
Okay.
Some sources of light just in case something did happen, and so that my companions would not be so helpless. I'm very conscientious as an elf to provide for.
Those less fortunate
Yes.
in their senses.
Oh.
Yeah, not a good
Okay.
perception check for an elf.
Shame on you.
Yeah, placing a few torches. You actually find, I don't know why, the name of the sconce the sconce outside of the mausoleum, empty of torch. So you place them into the void before you light them, creating a decent amount of light around you. The graveyard or the cemetery continues to be void of any movement outside of the fog that's rolling in from the woods.
At this point, you said it was late afternoon when we started this, so this would be 8 hours later. So now it's probably pretty dark.
I
during
guess
the
it would
watch
be
getting-
4 hours later. 2 watch cycles. You're the third watch cycle.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would be dark. It would be night now. Absolutely. Do you just stay at your post?
Yeah. I'll just keep a watch on the other building, knowing that there was somebody in there.
Okay.
But I don't stray from the area.
Okay. Yeah, with the 13 in this unfamiliar area, kind of focusing on the windows of where you had seen the person before, you don't see anything. Your watch still goes by uneventfully, with no movement or encroachment into your area. But you gain no new knowledge. Do you continue on with, now that you're awake, not needing any sleep, or do you wake anybody up for accompaniment?
I think I just continue on.
Okay. I'm just gonna
Making Nora
say
so sad.
that the rest of this long rest goes by uneventfully, and while it's still dark out, do you, knowing that another 4 hours has passed, do you stir the rest of them while it is still dark, or do you wait for it to become light again?
Ooh.
It's now probably, I don't know, let's just say 3 in the morning. There's still late into the night, early into the morning.
I'm so tempted to use this. So I would have gotten my full rest. Just
Yes.
those 4 hours.
Yep.
Okay. I might, let's see. Do some of this.
Your magic in an offering put you in contact with a god or a god's servant. You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. Okay.
Oh, wait, I think I need incense. Never mind. Rats.
I feel like your character would have probably had some of those things in the stash where you found all of your belongings. I don't think incense to a druid would be something outside of the normal to keep. I'll say that, yeah. What's going to be your sacrificial offering? Appropriate to your religion.
That is a good question.
Doesn't have to be anything super expensive. You would just, let's just say currently you have 25 gold worth of incense.
Let's see, stars, light. Maybe I'd bother whoever grabbed the opal. I don't think we ever decided who grabbed the gems.
I mean, we didn't specify, so
I'm gonna
I
say
think...
Anderson grabbed him.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll bother him for it. And I'll like make it into a powder and then like produce flame and cast the dust.
I could see that. That's really good. Yeah. Yeah. It's about 500 gold's worth.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll use a bit of it then.
Yeah. But not necessarily being a jeweler or a gem carver or anything like that. I think it would be very crude to if you were to try to like just shave off a little bit. It's definitely going to damage it. But I mean, it's
maybe I just powder it all down, and
you're more than welcome to. Yeah, is that what you would do? Would you just take the time to go through?
Maybe I'll crack it in half.
Okay, I could see that.
No, he's gonna make it into a powder and snort it.
Taking
That's part of the ritual.
This kind of oval shaped gem, and give me a sleight of hand check. Okay. Attempting to kind of split it long ways to potentially save half of it to create some sort of face for a pendant or a medallion or something along those lines. As it just splits into 3 or 4 different pieces, none of them really of any specific shape, but you grab the smallest one and start to grind it away, keeping the rest of them in your satchel. Let's just say you have 50 gold worth of opal there. What question is it that you would like to ask?
There's a question concerning a specific goal event. I want to know how to bring light to the faces of the dead.
You ask your deity how to bring light to the faces of the dead. You hear, after a few moments, as you're putting in your incense, the smoke giving this sage and pine, very earthy sense.
Imagine I look up at the stars and see something kind of play out. Maybe.
Yeah. You also hear in your head the light can only return when the great dragon Argynvostholt, their remains have been returned to the mausoleum. One moment, there might be just a tad more information. I've got to check out a note.
But we need to find more remains. Hell yeah.
We're good at those, right?
Oh, dude, we've done it before. We have experience.
Yeah. It's on our resume.
Yeah.
Okay. The remains can be found in the depths of the home of your enemy.
So now you gotta giant eagle us all the way fucking to Strahd's house. We need to knock on the door and be like, hey, can we have some dragon bones?
We want some
Thanks.
bones, thank you.
And
So
then
yeah,
just fly
hi,
us back.
hi, Mr. Zarovich. Yeah, I don't mean to disturb you, but we kind of need some bones. Could you hook us up?
Gotta get my fix, man. Gotta get my fix.
Where are the bones?
I swear I'll return them.
To where
that's
they
unfortunate.
belong.
Damn. Okay.
So, did we see bones that would match this description while we were in Strahd's? Actually, we won't know any of this stuff. We don't know any of the stuff. Strike the question from the record until Radovan talks to us.
I guess I'll wake them after that because
Okay.
time is of the essence, knowing that they keep talking of Irina.
Okay.
Is it morning already?
Not quite. I was going to let you rest a bit longer, just so that your eyes could adjust. I've lit 2 torches outside, but I'm afraid that we may have come here for no good reason.
There may be more than one good reason. We could talk to that gentleman inside.
Perhaps, but I consulted with the stars, and your riddle that's contained in the letter, the way to bring light back to the faces of the dead, it requires the remains of Argynvostholt. It seems that those remains are located in the depths of Ravenloft.
Now my question, do we remember seeing any bones when we were in the Ravenloft?
I'm gonna go out on a limb because I know that I role-played as that filthy little mongrel quite a bit. But there was a point, I think, when down in the cellar where I think he had talked about the place where he stores the bones of his enemies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Where,
Yeah.
and I'm forgetting his, what was that creature's name?
Cyrus.
Cyrus, yes, Cyrus
Fuck
Bellevue.
off.
Good
No,
job.
not Cyrus Bellevue. Isn't that a fucking vampire hunter? Cyrus. It just says Cyrus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cyrus.
Belmont. It's Trevor Belmont, by the way.
Yes, you're right. Cyrus.
It is Cyrus Bellevue.
Is it Cyrus Bellevue? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And because he had bones on his body as he wore as kind of like necklaces and jewelry and things like that. Very filthy creature. And when you were down there in that cellar, when he was talking about if you guys act up, he can't wait to put your bones with everyone else's, and pointed towards the end of the hall in that cellar. So you feel confident that it is on that second or first basement level near where the wine was kept.
All right. So, DM, did we successfully get a long rest?
Yes, you successfully achieved a long rest. Even panting.
Rest. Long rest.
Did I get a long rest?
Yes, you did, even panting.
Okay, good.
Why are you rolling initiative?
Ignore that initiative. Ignore it.
Are we about to enter back here?
No,
I
Shit,
hit
is
the
Penny
wrong
gonna
button.
attack us all? Is that
he's
his
gonna
messaging?
attack. That is exactly what's happening here.
Roll initiative. There you go. Right in the tomb.
Awesome. Any additional questions of lore surrounding the divination that your druid just had?
There might be other stuff we can use in this place that we don't need to go all the way and get the bones for.
I guess
That
my
letter
only
could
question
be
would be
false.
Perhaps, but I woke you because you made it seem that time was of the essence.
Right, we do need to get back to Irina as soon as possible.
my dream. Can I infer it was the dark deity that was trying to freak me out, or something else that was going on there?
You feel pretty confident that the fact that it resided in the Amber Temple, the same place where you had first met, that was a warning. In the fact that they were mimicking your every move so close to you, mere inches away from your face, and the act of lunging out and you gusting it, repelling it away, you could feel that what happened to Nicodemus when he disobeyed the rules of his pact. He was taken over by that dark entity. You feel that dream was more than just a dream, that it was in fact a moment where that dark power was attempting to pierce through the veil of your mind and collect what is owed for the broken pact.
Uh-oh.
And so that's where we'll end off for tonight.
Yeah.